Hello YouTubers, Tross here, back with some more Kerbal Space Program. Just a few days now until 1.0 comes out. I'm trying to finish up my Beta 0.9 game here, and we're here with Jebediah on what hopefully will be a station that will be landing on the moon to get ourselves a moon base to fulfill a contract. In fact, there's the moon. That station over here is the Kerbin station. We are slowly drifting away from it. We have a planned burn in about 22 minutes. So let's get that accomplished. We're not in the most circular orbit here, by any means. But we got these stations. 3 of them. One is out here on its way out of the Kerbin system to form a solar station. What is that? Oh, that's that little probe we sent off. In our previous mission, we had a little probe to test the Rapier engine in an orbital situation around Minmus, and we just let it blast off, and apparently it's, going to leave the Kerbin system. Or is it? What is that? Anyway, yes, we have this burn plan to get to the moon. Unfortunately, this will leave Jeb on the moon without a way of getting back, but we can send out a rescue mission. Eventually. Maybe not actually in this series. So we're trying to raise enough funds to upgrade the R&D center and then purchase all the parts. That was, once 1.0 was announced, that was my goal. I don't. There's no way I'm going to be able to raise enough funds to upgrade all the buildings. But we're pretty close to upgrading the R&D center, and then we need about 1,500 more science to unlock all the parts. We do have a crew on Minmus that has a bunch of science, so I'm hoping they have the science we need in addition to fulfilling these contracts, which we have some science, but the main point of these contracts, the solar orbit station, which we just have to wait. There it is. It's on its way out into solar orbit. We just have to build a new outpost on the moon. We have to land it, basically. So, let's fast forward us to this node, or a few minutes before it. Gonna have to fire the engines to see how much time this is going to be. So let's go to about 5 minutes before, and then test the engines. A little hold up there. Alright, we're about 5 minutes before. Let's just face in the direction. Alright, gonna go full throttle. Launch, yes. 3, 2, 1. So, a bit over 2 minutes of the burn. So we can start about minute 10 second. Let's start a minute and 20, because I don't think we'll be able to hold at full throttle. 25 maybe. Maybe better. Because these engines tend to overheat, so you can't run them full for very long. Alright, we seem to be lined up rather good. I'm gonna full throttle now, and then back it off to the 90% or so. 2 ticks there on the thrust, which seems to be the good point, not overheating point. Some part of our station, I bet that's the center, basically main center launch rocket that this was sitting on top of. What Kerbin are we over? Okay, we have Kerbal Space Center here, so yeah, they're just on the horizon, or getting ready to go over the horizon as we start off on our trip to the moon. Hopefully we have everything we need. We're approaching the halfway mark. Actually, pretty accurate there for... Just had to make a slight adjustment to stay on course. We got plenty of fuel, it looks like. The big issue is, do we have a thrust-to-weight ratio of above 1 at the moon? I believe we do, but it will be close. There is the moon rising. The moon is actually positioned so that well, if you have more powerful engines than these, you see we have less than a thrust-to-weight ratio. But I think if you have a thrust ratio of approximately 1, when you start to see the moon just rise is when you need to go, or at least that should be your halfway point of your burn. Of course, if you see it rising and then start burning, you'll be a little late, but that used to be the metric for getting yourself to the moon. You would then just burn until you soar your orbit, intersect the moon, and then you would know we're close. Speaking of being close, we are getting close. Getting a little off target. I'm going to throttle down to half. Need to go a little more, I think. Things changed, and this is now on the other side. Let's just keep burning. We're now on the correct side. That looks pretty good. 21, 22. That's kind of low, but it will keep us... Oh, it'll be a good point to land from. So, here we are. Here's the station we just left. And I got some debris in orbit there. Nothing really much to do now except time warp, and we'll actually be following. That's the solar station. We'll be following it out, although we're one orbit or 30 minutes behind it. I think it is traveling faster than we are. Obviously, it's got an orbit that sends it. Sends it out about that far. Let's time warp away here. There's the moon that we're heading towards. Well, actually it's over here, but we're gonna rendezvous with. Yeah, this is going fast enough and is early enough that it will miss the moon. And we are slowing down and we'll let the moon catch us. We got about 4 minutes here. And we have now just entered the moon's sphere of influence, and yes, we are flying around the correct way. So at this point, we want to have another maneuver here to get us into a roughly circular orbit. That should be 24 by 19 is roughly circular. So we got about another hour. We have this guy going off, and it's going to be a few more days, I think, until he gets into a solar orbit. We may actually have been landed by the time he gets into solar orbit. So let's this is a shorter burn, 43 seconds here or so. So let's time warp. Minutes, 5 minutes, 4, 3 minutes. We are pretty low. Our biggest concern is landing on a flat area. Alright. Should be roughly lined up. Gonna start about 25 seconds. Go. What was that? That was... Alright, now we are in orbit. Yeah, I like that. Alright, we are in orbit. That looks like a nice place to land. So I'm gonna actually burn slightly to lower our apoapsis. at least get it over there. You know, I don't really want our periapsis over there, but I just... Alright. Moon is going to rotate. So this is just rough. But at this point, I want to get over this point and then basically come straight down. It's going to be... all about 536 meters per second. Hey, we're going 542. So, yeah. And it's going to be about a minute and a half burn. The bottom of these craters should be relatively smooth as long as you're not coming down in one of the smaller craters. So that's our only concern. We want to land someplace relatively smooth so that we don't have a risk of tipping over. So we have a very tall ship, although most of the weight is in the bottom. It's still a risk. Alright, we are... Ooh, isn't that nice? Alright, we have about 20 minutes to go. Sun should be coming up soon. Or it's... Is it eclipsed by Kerbin right now? That would be interesting. Oh, it is. That is interesting. We should not be in the light right now. In fact, our electric charge is going down. So we are in a lunar eclipse. Well, I would say let's turn off the lights to save power, but we are going to be doing a burn in 5 minutes, which should restore our power. That still looks good, and we're... It shows us landing at the tiny crater, but I am sure that that will drift, or we will drift, and that by the time we get there, it won't be an issue. I'm going to rotate over here. It's really cool that we managed to catch a eclipse of the moon while attempting to land this station. Yeah, put it there. Really, we just want to stop our horizontal velocity, but by the time this burn comes around, we should be down here. Or if you're at least very close to down there. I don't want to set it to retrograde because as we start burning, that's going to move, and I don't want to follow it. Alright, we want to start burning about 45 seconds. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Making a quick save. So the little autosave pop up on the side here. So I'm going to stop at 1 minute, hit the quick save button. saved. Here we are. Just coming over the crater. And, yeah, we are basically lined up where we want to be. Let's start the burn. Our engines are recharging our batteries now. Alrighty, this is coming along. We're almost done with this burn. And the idea is that when we have completed this burn, we will be heading straight down. So I want that on the surface. Cut. Slightly over shot, but that's okay. Can always push it back. That looks rather nice. We're actually falling rather quickly. We look to be coming down, assuming we are coming down straight over what should be flat. This shows a small arc, but that really should be basically the rotation rate of the surface. If we are coming down, let us put our landing legs down. I don't have downward facing lights on this one, so we're gonna have to guesstimate here. The surface, well, I'm not sure where the surface is. It's probably between 3 kilometers and 1 kilometer. I'm thinking. Because it is a big crater. The mountains do get up to 5. Alright, we are coming down rather quickly, so I'm going to start to arrest our velocity. Alright, we can slow ourselves down. That's great. It's only about a meter per second per second. Alright, we are starting to get the ground scatter. Maybe is that 5 kilometers up? So 7 would be about, yeah, where I thought it would be. Go to about a oh, that's nice. 1/3 thrust seems to be. Well, we're still slowing down. So 1/3 thrust seems to be about our hover rate. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this about 50. Let's slow that up a bit. So we are starting to get a little close. good coming. We look like we're coming straight down. So far as I can tell, I mean, the surface is a little uneven, but not as rough as... It's a little too slow. I'm gonna not necessarily run out of fuel, but if we could get this back into orbit at some point. There is our shadow. Yeah, I slowed up way too early. But we are getting rather close, so I don't want to... Yeah. That should be good, I think. Turning on RCS, just to prevent any possible tippage. About half of our fuel left. Again, not watching how quickly we're slowing down and almost came to a stop there. Alright, here we go. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 meters per second, 4 meters per second, 3 meters per second, 0.9. It's a little sloped, but RCS was able to hold it. Contract. Landed on the moon. Maintained stability for 10 seconds. And we have completed a contract. So that gave us almost 200,000 funds, 300 science, and, you know, while we're here, where are we? We are in the Northwest Crater. Well, we don't have the people to process this. Let's transmit the data. I should have goo canisters as well. And, you know, I don't think I fitted any other science instruments. Oh well. We can do a crew report. And EVA. Can you climb? Yeah, you can climb over. That's great. What did you just do there? That was weird. Plant a flag. Let's get in there. Moon station with a capital S. EVA report. Let's take a surface sample. Yeah, it's not min-miss, so definitely need. Oh, come on. Definitely need the RCS pack to get in here. Grab. And we're not gonna go in the lab or in the hitchhiker canister. Let's go back to the cupola. Let's review the stored data. and transmit that. And I guess we're gonna have to transmit that. We can always grab another one. Electric charge is slowly climbing, which means... Oh wow, look at that. I wonder if we can... Need a wider angle. Where's the camera here? That is nice. Okay. Let's board. And, actually, let's... Yes. Can we... No. There we go. Okay. You're good for now. We probably have enough fuel to get back, but not something I want to do right at the moment. Let's Oh, and we also have the plant a flag on the moon contract. I totally forgot about that. Nicely done. So let's head back to the Space Center. See how we are doing. Just a bit more. And we have 2,835 funds here. What do we have in the ways of contracts? Hey, Gene. Temperature scans the moon. Satellite in the moon. Outposts on Duna. Explore Duna. Test a Poodle engine on escape trajectory out of the moon. Lots of moon. Bring a asteroid into orbit around Minmus. This expires in 3 hours. See, I don't want to cheat. I could take this, and that would totally satisfy our funds for the R&D center, but I don't want to do that unless I also complete it. I think what I'm going to do is head out to the solar I guess we have another satellite thing there. That's the moon satellite one. I want to head out to the solar ship. It's going to leave in 7 days. We're going to have some other contract. Actually, contracts available at that time. Let's fly. So here we go, we're heading out. Got our solar panels roughly pointed towards Kerbin. There's Minmus. I think we are out in solar orbit. Contract complete. And look at that. Alright, let's head back to the Space Center. How are we? No. Right click. We have barely enough funds. Let's look at the contracts that are available. Bring an asteroid around into orbit. Build an outpost on Minmus. Perform seismic surveys on Minmus. We've done that. We have done that. I'm wondering if I can get these done with the ship we already have on Minmus. It's only 3 locations. We should have the fuel with that, even if we need to go up to the station. I'm gonna accept that. That will give us insurance funds, just so we can, launch another mission. Just even once we upgrade the R&D, we'll be very low on funds, but that will give us enough to launch another mission, another outpost on the moon, 12 Kerbals. Wow. Eject a asteroid out of the solar system. I think we'd rather catch one first. I'm gonna take this. I'm not sure we're gonna do it, but if I had more time, it was definitely something I would want to do, is capture an asteroid. So I'm gonna. All right, yeah, we're gonna take those. Those will be our active contracts. Again, let's right-click and upgrade the R&D center. And there we go. Look at that. Fully functional R&D center, and we have enough funds for something to barely launch another mission. All right, here we go. R&D center. Advanced motors not really going to help on any missions that we currently have. This would definitely help. The gravioli detector. So let us research that now. Unmanned tech, not really. Hypersonic flight, maybe. Heavy aerodynamics. That's just an inline docking port. We'll take this. Not that I really use the thermoelectric generator that much, but it could be useful. These Rapier engine and these intakes, and the aerospike engine, also could be useful if we were going further with aerodynamic stuff. Definitely the very heavy rocketry could be useful for launching larger. I mean, we barely got our 3 stations up. We basically can get one more, and we'll be about 100 short, I think. Now, out of these, I think this would give the most parts. Not that we would really use any or many of them, but you know, for the science, I think that's the most parts there. All right, so we're well, we need 150 more, and then 1,100 on top of that. So we're about, 1,300 science away, which we may actually have. Let's focus. Well, what is this? Alright, we have a ship here. We have a station in orbit that has half a fuel tank worth of fuel. Although, well, going up to it and coming back down won't use half fuel tank worth of fuel. And one of these is our contract. I think this is our contract. Rokia. And like, this is that site. We've been to those flats, although that's not the same area. We were up here, and I think we were over here. So that's actually integrated integrals. Let's look back. Seismic. Yes, and we have this one, Rokia. Well, this is for more funds. let's let's take it. All right. Gives us a bit more funds, so we can launch a rescue mission if needed. How are we doing on Mimus, guys? I know it's been a few days. Let's have a relaxing stay. Sun is just peeking up over the actually, the sun is just setting. All this is going to be on the night side. That's okay. Oh, look at that. We got half a tank of fuel left. This is not going to be a problem. We probably only need a sixth or whatever to get back up to the station, and then we just don't need too much more than that to get home. So we have one of these. We'll just over there, but it's probably east northeast, somewhere along that line. Thompson, Elson, and I missed your name because you're underneath my little recording readout. Chadney. Let's get you guys going here. We're gonna take off in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, literally needs to be going that fast. Yeah, look at that. Let's pull this up. How's our ship? Pretty light. Definitely compared to those stations. How we don't have any mountains in the way. No, oh yeah, we're going right over this valley here. Look at that. We need to go more east. Something like that. Plus, surface is going to rotate a bit. Alright, so we're all ready to slow down and stop once we get there. I'm just gonna put that roughly just so we have a timer. Let's fast forward. Not the last episode, but the episode before, we did a whole bunch of these, so it's pretty routine now, these hops around Mimus. Low gravity here makes getting around so easy. Alright, we got a burn in just a bit. Start about 15, I think. Yeah, we did slightly drift, or I should say the planet turned, moon turned. The surface rotated underneath us. How high are we? High enough that I don't want to come straight down. Okay. So I did some burns, so hopefully we'll basically be drifting towards the point. We're not coming straight down. "14 kilometers from there, 8 kilometers from our first landing point." I guess we took seismic readings on that side of the flats. They want to see now if this side is the same. Yeah, we won't be getting any science here. Hoping by 1,000. Yeah, it looks like we may need to just hover over a bit. Can't really see where the Alright, we are still traveling in the direction of the targeted location. Just not very quickly. Now we're heading back down again. Basically, we're still moving in this direction slowly. Just need to do a small... Yeah, there's a light on the surface. You can see our drift rate. Basically, I just need to keep ourselves hovering a bit until we hover over the location. Maybe if we... Actually, which way is it? It's still east of here. Okay, now we are entering the area, which means we can halt our horizontal velocity. I think I overdid it a bit. As we begin to come down, though, I should be able to. Alright, we are starting to. Yeah, I know we're leaving. Alright, so we'll be drifting slightly, but That should keep us in the area. Really hope we're in the area. Alright, we are re-entering the area. That's good. Alright, we're picking up some speed, but as soon as the lights hit, then we'll begin to slow down. There we go. Canceling out the drift some. I said canceling out the drift. There we go. We are RCS. No, 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 no. That wasn't good. I think we are being held up by our solar panel. You are our pilot. Where you take data. Board. Alright, we got the data from here. We now need to rescue the ship. Okay. Let's turn SAS back on. Alright, we're safe for now. We're going up. That's not what I want. We want to head in this direction. Yeah. I thought I had SAS on, so, or RCS on, but I didn't, and when we began to tip, it wasn't correcting. Alright, so now we're entering this other site. And we're now leaving, apparently, because I got moving horizontally too quickly. Is the site marker? Oh, we are over a site. Look at that. Let's just come straight down then. I think we missed an opportunity to get 2 sites, but I really after what just happened, I really I'm not overly concerned about that. I am more concerned about landing safely. Let's put the RCS back on. We did use quite a bit of it, but looks like we actually took no damage. Alright, we are coming down. We got about 300 meters. Meters per second, 8 meters per second. It's about 5 meters per second, 4 meters, 3. Meters per second. 1 meter per second, and just cut the engine at this point. Slightly bouncy landing there, but do we need to oh, we did discard the data last time, because these are for biome-wise, these are all duplicates. We need just to take it for the contract. I think that counted for 2. Alright, let's head over to Delta, which I am not sure which direction it is. Let's just say transmit. Take up some power. But we should... This is going to take up quite a bit of power. Alright. I'm not really sure which direction this is in. Let's basically just get going up a bit. Should be quite a decent velocity. And we just get ready to stop once it says we are entering the area. Okay, we are now coming down nicely. Just basically hover. We're slightly slowing. 10. Do we get under 100? 10, yeah, there we go. It's 8 meters per second, 7 meters per second, 6, 5, 4 meters per second. Turn on RCS. And let's just follow the rest. Okay. That was a much less interesting landing, which is what you want. Alright. That should complete that contract. There we go. Survey, survey, survey. Alright, well, this is probably long at this point. This episode, I didn't actually keep a good track of when I started. Let's go back to the Space Center. You know what? I think this may wind up being the last episode that I do here. So let's, at least, you know, obviously before 1.0 comes out, so let's do a slightly extra long episode and go back to the ship here. How much? Oh, we got plenty of fuel. Over here it looks like we're getting low. We're only just under half. We need to go... don't think that's on a flats. There's only 3 of them over here. We need to go northeast again. So let's lift off, head off to the northeast, and actually let's rotate this around. We want to go, I think, a little more to the east. Turn off RCS. Just something like that. 7 minutes. And if we're lucky, that is the sun coming up. But it's not. It's just a nebula. You know what? It's not going to be the sun coming up. It's one on the dark side. Yeah, we'd have to be like flying over this way, much further around. We got the fuel, and you know our flying recharges our batteries. Let's time warp over here a bit. Alright, 10x as it is. About a minute and a half out. We'll look at the map, make any adjustments we need. I said a minute and a half out. That's a minute. Oh well. Not add maneuver. I wanna. Well, we're doing okay. We're going to be over rough terrain here. but I think we're pretty much heading directly for a I'll wait till it says we're in one, or well, how close are we? Not that close. Okay, it does say we are entering one. Alright, we just need to come straight down now. And hope we're not on not too bad of a slope. Alright, we are dropping about 22 meters per second. We don't know the altitude of the surface. It's not going to be at 0, it's going to be above 0. Alright, 30 is going to be a bit hard to slow down from in 400 meters. So let's not get any quicker. Okay, here we go. Let's get down to about 10 meters per second. Kind of hold there. So kind of hold there. Yeah, we are getting very light. Very low throttle to hover. Alright, we're getting close, so let's bring it down. 4, 3, 2. Just cut. Alright, we are slightly sloped here, but we have landed. And let us take the reading we need. Are we not in? We are apparently not in an area. Alright. Activate navigation to Gamma. Alright, let's do a little hop here. We're going straight up. 20 meters per second should be fine. What direction is Gamma in? Alright, we should be heading towards Gamma. Oh, look at that, we are in both Beta and Gamma. chase you down to the bottom, I think. Alright, we are coming back down. That should be pretty much straight down at this point. Probably going to be just as sloped. Let's turn RCS back on. Coming down a bit slow, but you know, it's better than a bit fast. Come on, down, down, not up. Alrighty. Turn off RCS. Turn SES back on. Look for our seismic. Yes. Okay, we got both gamma and beta with that. We are in the lowlands. We can transmit. What is this? This is slopes. Keep. Review data. This is lowlands. Keep. And we'll do these from space, I guess. I think we've been in the lowlands already. Let's navigate over to Alpha. Alright. Up. $15 should be good. Which way? Wish they gave you a little arrow. This way. Maybe up a little more because, hey, we're heading towards the hill. We are really getting close. Okay. We are entering Alpha. Alright, we are beginning to come back down. Just need to... Alright, that should be pretty much straight down. Turn on RCS, we're about 400 meters up or so. This is very sloped. Let's... Not that sloped. Very not that sloped. Come on, RCS. There you go. Thank you. Turn off RCS. Log some seismic data. You're gonna keep that data. Log the temperature. Keep that data. Take a crew report. Keep that data. Let's EVA. Let's let go. Let's have some fun here. Get on the ground. Plant a flag. Last seismic scan. EVA report. Keep it. Take a surface sample. Keep it. I'm not sure all these will make it back in because we probably have duplicates. But oh well. Let's turn on your headlights. Let's go down and forward a bit. So grab. Board. Board anyway. Okay. At this point, we definitely have the funds. Look at that. Let's... We completed that. Completed that. That. So we have the funds to launch more rockets. Our costliest rocket was maybe slightly more than half that, but we definitely have that. We got 1,000 more science. We probably have enough science on here to complete all the R&D, and that means it's time to head home. We're going to go into a partial orbit and then head back. Mimas is orbiting around this way, so heading this way we'll not only leave Mimas, but we'll slow our orbital velocity, reducing our periapsis. We just needed to get into the atmosphere. We have 900 fuel. Hopefully, we won't need all of that. So let's lift off and head east in 3, 2, 1. So you really don't need to gain that much altitude. I just need to clear this hill. So that should be good. Basically just need to thrust till we get over. I'm going to get that about to... Yeah, that should be plenty. Add a maneuver there, which actually at that point we can probably go directly home. Or not. Or if we any better. You know what, we will just escape, and then we'll slow down. Yeah, only like another 82 meters per second. We're bringing you guys home. Alright, let's time warp here. Yeah, we're passing over slopes where we were before. Out in the sun, charging up our solar panels. We're getting ready to do that burn. Be kind of neat if they did put on the map the markers where your flags were. Let's do this burn. It's going to be a few seconds. And, yep, there we have it. We now have 2 days to escape. There goes our station, which we don't need to refuel at. And we're bringing home all the science. We're bringing home all the science. That we can. There we go. That doesn't actually really matter if our trajectory changes slightly. Let's slow down now and let's get that. I said let's get that. There we go. Periapsis showing up. Oh, interaction with the moon. Still pretty high. It's way too low. $33 is okay. At our speed, we may skip out, but I'm not too worried about that. So it's just about a 200 meter per second burn. And just beginning to overheat, but burn is almost done, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think I overdid it a bit. Looks that way. How's our RCS? That's the correct direction. Let's just watch on the map. Are we actually raising our... Great, we'll just flip around and do a small burn until we see the periapsis show back up. $37. Alright, now we'll use our RCS and bring that down to 30. Not that button. Out of map view. Let's raise our landing gear. Probably should have done that a while ago. And we have something like 8 days until we're back. So let's fast forward here. Here we go. See the moon whipping around. Oh, partial eclipse there. Alrighty, we are coming in. Coming down on actually the lit side, but yeah, we're not going to be close to Kerbal Space Center, which is actually approaching midnight, but hey, we'll come down maybe over land? Probably not. Not unless we really slow down. Although it's getting more and more possible. We'll just see as the surface rotates. Actually, 5 minutes is not going to rotate enough. We're probably going to wind up in the water over here if we actually land anywhere. We may just skip through the atmosphere. Let's start retracting these panels. You're not exposed at all. And you have good exposure, so we'll keep you open for now. One of you guys really saved us there when we tipped over. Bit of a hitch there. Not sure what happened. Probably something loading in. Alright, we're about to hit the atmosphere. Let's retract all the panels. We can turn off the lights at this point. And there we are, hitting the atmosphere. Let's get our view straightened. Alright, so that's lowering, but I mean we're starting to slow, so that's... Yes, we are definitely coming in. If we are lucky, we're not going to skip out. Hopefully we came in low enough. So that's not an issue. This is going to be way different in a day or two. We're going to need heat shields and all sorts of things. It's going to be a whole new game. Nice. Of course, chose center seat guy. Hey, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think we're gonna skip out. We're not even at periapsis yet. We may actually land on the land here. That'll be a little bit different. Keep seeming to wind up landing in the water. We still have orbital speed, but we're not even at periapsis yet, and yeah, we just lost basically orbital speed. So, we are going to be coming down. Let's turn off SAS. I was going to say how we get charged, but I forgot we have these small solar panels. So if you broke one of the big ones, we would have been okay. Alright, we are coming down. Still pretty quick, but or I should say we're moving pretty quick, but we're really starting to lose, so maybe we will stay on the ground, or we may just drift. I know what we can do. We can fire the parachutes. I said, there we go. We're still getting some heating effects, although that should be going away as we're now under. Yeah, there we go. Stay over the ground, please. Yeah, we may just wind up in the drink again. I really can't tell. Alright, I'm going to put down our landing gear. Maybe right on the shore. Alright, we have fuel. I think we're gonna need. I think we actually may just hit the edge of the land. Yeah, you can see our shadow is currently over the land. I'm not sure if the sun is directly above us, but yeah, it's pretty close. We got the drogue chutes open. The other chutes are just partially deployed. They should fully deploy when we get to about, well, 500 meters above the surface, which I'm not sure how high that will be. But it'll be pretty close to 500 because we're right near the shore. This actually may turn out to be a somewhat dangerous landing if the ground is sloped too much. That's the only benefit that the water has. The water, though, is generally harder, and you need to impact it at a lower speed. There we go. 9 meters per second. may be okay. We have landing gear. They don't really have that much travel before the rockets hit, though. So I'm probably going to fire the engines slightly. Let's turn on SAS and RCS, just in case any tipping occurs. Yeah, we have the sun basically straight above us. That wasn't very good. Yeah, it is pretty sloped here. We lost some science. So recover the vessel. The crew is safe, though. And that's what counts. We gathered 916 science. I think we could have had more. I think a goo container fell off, and we lost materials bay. Materials study, temperature scan, crew report, lots of sciencey stuff. Parts, we got a good amount of parts back, but we're only getting 10% of the value because we are so far. All these guys gained a good amount of XP, though. So let's take a look at our R&D center. Look at that, we have enough science to research everything. So let's just fast forward till daytime. Come on. Didn't think it was that long till day. Oh, look at that. It's only going minutes at a time. There we go. Alrighty. So here we are. We have the R&D center at level 3. We have the tracking station at level 3. We have our launch pad at level 3. We have mission control at level 3. Everything else. Administration building is at level 2. Astronaut complex is at level 2. VAB is at level 2. Space plane hangars at level 2. And the runway is at level 2. Let's see, this will be 1.2, 2.5, 3, 3.3. Basically about another 4 million funds to finish upgrading everything. But basically, we have all the parts unlocked, and we can launch a ship of any size or weight. We just are limited to 255 parts. I think I showed with the 3-station launch that I could launch something that's pretty big. It definitely could get that 3-station ship if we replaced 2 of the stations with some fuel, we could have a nuclear-powered ship that would be capable of getting to Joule. So basically anywhere in the solar system. So I think that's going to wrap up. Well, that and the fact that by the time this is up, it'll just be a day or so before 1.0 comes out. So I think that's going to wrap up this series of episodes of Kerbal Space Program Career Mode Beta 0.9. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Well, there looks like to be some interesting contracts that we won't be able to get to. Such as, the one contract we do have is to get one of these asteroids. It was a Class A, right? Let's see if there's any Class A. It's B, E, B, C. There we go. We want to track you. There we go. Track object. Oh, does that not even enter Kerbin? Oh, you probably are leaving. Alrighty, well, we'd have to somehow fly out. Leaving, how? That had to be more than 34 days ago. I don't think that's actually gets that close to the curve. I mean, well, it gets close. Anyway, I was wrapping up. We would have to collect this guy. You want something around there? You guys are crazy if you want me to put a satellite there. Alrighty. I was going to try to switch over to Jeb. Hey Jeb, how you doing? Oh, you were just transmitting data? Okay then. I guess you were. Yeah, we'll send a rescue mission for you. Or not really a rescue, I mean, you didn't crash. A pickup mission. We'll leave the station there. At the side of this crater here. And, where is that? Oh, yeah, you should be facing Kerbin, right? Somewhere? Kerbin should be in the... There it is! Still, near eclipse status. Well, like I was saying, thanks for watching this series. I'll be doing some stuff with 1.0, maybe not a career right away. But I definitely will check things out, probably do an episode or two just about changes and playing with the new atmospherics and seeing how re-entry works. So look forward to that, and I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching.